Hi everyone, I'm Isabella Brakhage. I competed in the Conrad Challenge in 2019 as well as 2020, and I'm now part of the Alumni Leadership Council. So when I started my Conrad journey, I was a little bit inexperienced. I was a sophomore in high school in my innovation and design class. My teacher found this challenge on Google somewhere and decided, you know what, I'm going to have the entire sophomore class or group in this class submit to the Conrad Challenge. So she put us in these completely random groups. I was in a group with 3 boys, and I probably never even made eye contact with them. So we had to solve this world problem with people we had never met before. So we sat down and we had about 5 minutes to create 50 ideas to smoke-free world Malawi and how we would solve that problem. And at the end, we all kind of started getting comfortable with each other and cracking jokes and seeing how we could change the world. But we were not confident that we could actually do that. We finished that day, we walked out of the class kind of, we didn't have any passion for it, and we just weren't motivated enough. But as time went on, as we started researching and hearing more about the Conrad Challenge, we started trying more. We started having more of a willingness to change the world, I guess. And so we submitted the first round, we wrote the entire business plan up, and as time went on, we started prototyping more, and then we also started failing more, which is something that we weren't prepared for. As we started getting passionate, we started getting attached, and we were like, oh my gosh, failure, no, I can't fail. This has to go perfect all the time. But actually, if something that at Summit I learned that failure is actually your building block, your first step to success. Because if you never fail, are you truly succeeding? Are you really getting to the point where you can reach your highest point? And so I learned with the Conrad Challenge that these are a group of people who are lifelong learners. They always continue to want to get better and to learn more. They always fail, but then get up and try again, and then they succeed, and then they fail again. So they just it's this continuous loop of people getting better at what they do. And that is something was so inspiring to me, that these people have this audacity to change the world, that they have the strength and willingness to tackle this world-changing problem while people strip it to pieces, that they put their world-changing ideas out and it's like pushing a puzzle off the table. Like, people just tear it apart. But with the Conrad Challenge participants, they always just put it back together with even more pieces and even a greater willingness to just try again. And that was something that I learned throughout the Conrad Challenge, throughout the steps. But it was also something very hard to grasp as a 15, 16-year-old, that, you had to fail, that you couldn't just stay in this little comfort zone, that you had to be willing to not have that immediate success, that there was going to be a lack of that, and that was okay. So, we created this environment in my group that, okay, this prototype didn't work, that's okay. We are going to try again. This one can go in the business plan as a picture. We don't have to actually talk about what it did, that we can just keep working and just try to get better. And, it's something, the Conrad Challenge is something so very special. And I believe the most important part to realize and recognize is the people who are a part of this, whether it's the alumni or the current participants or the judges or Nancy. It is a group of people who we create our own launchpad. So we are all each other's networks. You show up to Summit, you participate, and you meet people and you talk with new people, and you create this launchpad, this network of lifelong partners who will always be there to help you. So I still talk to so many of my summit friends as well as my teammates as well, because we all went through this learning curve and experience of you have to fail. And that's something that is very unique to Conrad. Is at Summit, we actually talked about, you need to fail. And you can't restrict your mind to thinking of just success. I actually remember my summit year, Nancy talked all about the no box thinking idea, and that we shouldn't be restricting our minds to this single box, that we have to think outside of it. But if you just take away the box, you have this world of ideas. All of them are technically outside the box, but without the box. So I hope that everyone at Conrad can realize how special that is, and all the lessons that we have all learned, that you take away from it. And I also, the participants this year, I've seen so much passion, just like in my years, which is so inspiring to know that even after we have participated, like the rest of the alumni, we can trust that the ideas are just going to keep getting better, and that people are still going to come back and put their ideas out into the world and onto the table, and just be willing to talk about it, and then have, again, people throw your little full puzzle off the table, so you have to put it back together again. So the Conrad Challenge in full is just one inspiring experience that I will always remember. And it is full of people that I will always feel connected with, because, again, we all learned how to fail, and we all learned how to fail forward and fail fast, and then get up and try again. So thank you all.